All right, welcome everybody to the Wednesday, May 18th, 2022 formal meeting of the Iowa City Planning and Zoning Commission. For the minute takers' edification, we will note Commissioners Townsend, Martin, Craig, and Hinch are present. Padron gave advance notice she would not be present. My understanding is signs will be late, but will come, and I don't know about Commissioner Nolte. First item on the agenda is public discussion of any item not on the agenda. If there's any member of the public who would like to address the commission about some item not on the agenda, now is your opportunity. Is there anything anybody would like to say? I'm looking. You two are the public, so and they're both shaking their heads negatively. So we'll move on to the next item. First development item, this is number 4, case number CREZ 22-0001, location 5010 American Legion Road in unincorporated Johnson County. This is an application for a conditional use permit to allow an accessory dwelling unit on approximately 40,000 square feet of land zoned county residential in unincorporated Johnson County within the city's growth area. Parker.
Greetings, I'm Parker Walsh, Associate Planner, and as Chair mentioned, tonight I'll be going over case CREZ 22-0001, an application for a county conditional use permit for an accessory dwelling unit and garage at 5010 American Legion Road. Here is an aerial of the subject property. The proposed conditional use would be in addition to the west side of the home. Here's a look at the property's zoning. The entire property and surrounding properties are zoned county residential. Here's one more map showing where the subject property lies within the fringe area. The property is located outside of the city's growth area. The subject property is located outside of the city's growth area and is not likely to be annexed into the city. The county's future land use map indicates the subject property as appropriate for county residential land uses. The proposal aligns with both the Johnson County future land use map and the fringe area agreement. As mentioned previously, what is being proposed is an addition of a one-bedroom accessory dwelling unit and a garage. On the bottom here, we have an aerial of the property as it currently stands, and on the top, we have what is submitted by the applicant for the proposed. Here you can see the proposed accessory dwelling unit bedroom and the garage. Next steps would include the Commission's recommendation going to the City Council. The City Council will then make a recommendation to the Johnson County Board of Adjustments. If approved, a site plan would be reviewed by city staff due to the fringe area agreement, and building permits will be through Johnson County. Staff recommends approval of CREZ 22-0001, an application submitted for a county conditional use permit for the addition of an accessory dwelling unit and garage located at 5010 American Legion Road. That concludes the presentation, and I now turn it over to the Commission.
Are there any questions for staff on this particular application?
I have a question. It's really just a formality question. This ADU would be attached to the existing structure, correct?
Correct.
So why do they need to request this application? Why can't they just do it?
The Johnson County zoning ordinance requires a conditional use permit for an accessory dwelling unit.
Even though it's attached?
Even though it's attached. And their ordinance also essentially requires the city to comment on conditional use permits in the fringe area. So that's why you're reviewing it tonight as well.
Okay, thank you.
Any additional questions of the commission for staff? Thank you, Parker. Seeing none, we'll open the public hearing. Now is the opportunity for the public to address the commission on this application. We'll start it off with the applicant or the applicant's representative if they'd like to address the commission. And you don't have to if you don't want to. Yep, have to come up to the microphone if you're going to speak.
You don't have to.
I really have nothing to say. I think it sounds like we're moving in the right direction.
Outstanding. All right. Second call for any public comment. Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Martin. Is there a second?
I'll second. Billy.
Second by Townsend. Discussion?
Seems pretty straightforward to me.
So really,
Trying to come up with something. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
so looking at it, really, we're approving the huge garage as opposed to the one room that's added.
Well, it's everything. You know, it gives it meets the
I was just-
definition.
I was
of an
with Phoebe
accessory.
like, why are we seeing this?
Yeah.
But
So question, if this were not attached, would it fall into a different category of, it's the same?
It's all governed by the county
Fine.
Okay,
zoning ordinances, so I
we're good.
can't say.
Okay.
Any additional discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed signify by saying nay. Hearing no nays, the motion passes unanimously 4-0. Item number 5, consideration of meeting minutes from May 4, 2022. Does anybody have any major additions or corrections?
move
Seeing none,
approval.
thank you.
Second.
I think
Motion by Craig.
Everything I said was said.
Second by Martin. Discussion? Hearing no discussion?
Oh,
Roll.
he's here, he can vote.
All those in
It's
favor signify by
minutes.
saying aye.
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 Those opposed signify by saying nay. Hearing no nays, the motion passes unanimously 4-0. For the minute taker, if you'll reflect that Commissioner Sines is now present at 18:07.
That's 6:07 for normal people?
I was going to say 1807. It's a lot later than I thought.
It says 18:07.
Yeah, you have a son in the military, that's.
I spent 6 years in the military. You can't take it out of me. All right. Next item up, planning and zoning information. Ann?
Just one item, the city council approved the Sandhill Estates Part 5 preliminary plat last night.
Excellent. Yeah, anything from commission on planning and zoning information?
I have something. I don't know if the staff saw the guest opinion that was in the Press Citizen today. I thought it was interesting. Did you see it, Sarah? You're smiling.
I know, I didn't.
Oh.
Anne's been out of town and I
Oh,
didn't see it.
it's
so-
it's a piece. I'm trying to remember is it Adam Wu? He writes sometimes for the
Yes.
Press Citizen, and it's about zoning and building, not just zoning, but multi-dwelling units and how certain building requirements make them all look the same. And basically, he's talking about all the interior space that is spent on stairways and exits, which, you know, I'm thinking, well, if you have a fire, you sort of want a fire escape. But it's an interesting piece. I mean, I was intrigued by it, and he did his research and talks about how in Europe and in some places in the United States, they allow other kinds of egress. For instance, a balcony is considered an egress, and it gives you more diversity in what the exterior of the buildings look like. And he was particularly coming from a point of view as a person on the north side, and that building that was approved, across from the dorm that we approved, and how blocky it's going to look, and it doesn't have to be this way. But I just thought it was interesting, and maybe if you'd put it in the next packet, people could read it.
And for the minute taker, if they would note that Commissioner Sines is now present at 18:09.
Nolte,
Note, what'd I say?
sign.
Signs. He came in.
You're just right in front of me.
He came in
Sorry.
1807.
Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mark and Mark.
But
Mr.
it's an
Sines,
interesting article.
do you have any planning and zoning information?
I don't have any new information, other than that every light was red on my way here tonight.
It's always the way.
Mark, any planning and zoning information?
No.
All right. Seeing none, motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Motion by Martin,
Second.
second by Townsend. Discussion? Hearing no discussion. Just a second, I'm taking
They're
notes
here,
here.
we're out, man.
All those in
Got it.
favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed signify by saying nay. Hearing no nays, motion passes unanimously. We're adjourned.